Okay. Yo, 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 bear with me while I get everything launched and put out there across my very shadow band and small social medias. So make yourself at home. Okay. Let's go, dude. Yeah, let's jam some games, man. What's up, chat? Let's see. Looking at. Alright, we got. Hey. We're just getting started, alright? Let people come in. Take a seat. Relax. We're gonna cook. Play some of these decks. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Is this the best deck right now? I need another shiny bird. If anybody wants to trade me a extra bird, shiny, I will not be upset. Dust it off and try again. Two capes. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Like, this deck has so much flexibility. Like, these are not a set of 20 cards that are set in stone. Like, I can tell that just by, like, putting cards in the deck. I'm curious what it'll feel like in terms of like the weaknesses and whatnot. I mean, it just looks like a really good, just like solid deck, right? What am I missing? Oh. Where you at? There you are. Okay. All right. This is a... I definitely see the reason for the two capes now. I definitely like it in theory. Dude, I just gotta say, like, the whole side profile of my face, I have never seen it from that angle before, and it is a little weird. I'm looking at myself on my other screen. That's like this big 5K like display, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what I look like on people's TV screens right now? That's hilarious. I have the deep V-neck going on. Super deep. This Heatmore is about to just be so sad, right? Okay, not really. So like, I think I just kind of burned through my hand right here, right? I think it's definitely gonna go Cape red card now. And then just like, because if we give him more Pokemon and less cards to play, I don't know that that's a bad thing. I don't know. Like, if we gave them an extra basic, but now they can't play any other items, like, I think I'm okay with that. Right? Like, this exact scenario is what I was talking about. Right? Like, this exact scenario. So I could go to 5 in hand. I'm going to go to 4 in hand and save my research. So that way I can play it next turn when maybe, you know. I mean, I guess you could make the argument I put the energy on the damage Oricorio and just like send it in next turn. I don't really feel like I should put energy on something that's already damaged though. And they're copycatting for 2. It's like, I think I'm fine with all of this. Right, like they still can't find a basic. Chingling is just like locking him out of the game. That's why I think like Chingling is like in my opinion, Chingling is like arguably the best card in the entire set. Like, and I know that's a crazy thing for people to hear, but like, dude, I don't know. Like Chingling is like, it's arguably like Oricorio levels of powerful. You know what I mean? Like that card is really good. Yeah, I mean, I just go ahead and I should probably spread out the energy. If I draw Magnezone, you know, I can like start just going in with Magnezone. But yeah, like next turn I just put in the Oricorio and, you know, night. Like that, I think, like that happens a lot more often than people want to give it credit right there. And that's why like people don't recognize like how powerful that card is. Yeah, I mean like, so when you look at this deck, it's like the perfect mix of like anti-meta. It's got like a little bit of control, and it's all 1 point. Like that's the crazy part. Like this entire deck is 1 point, dude. Like you have to value trade as like in some form or fashion. Like one of your EXs is just gonna have to go to work. And like, dude, some decks just can't handle that. But yeah, like any deck that can play like the bird is definitely going to be like decent a lot of the time. And it just so happens that like, you know, Magnezone isn't terrible. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if people are going to play like this and just like leave their hands full, like obviously I'm just going to keep winning games. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at some point the average player is going to adjust to like, not necessarily like play Infernity style, which is like no hand. But I think eventually people are going to realize like, hey, maybe I shouldn't be ending my turn with 6 cards in hand. You know? Like, maybe I shouldn't be ending my turn with like 5 cards in hand if I can help it. Like, maybe I should hold on to some cards instead of just like spamming them, you know? Like, I don't know. Or maybe I just can't control it like in what my opponent was like going through at that time. I don't know. I have no idea. So I mean, what I do know is that we found out their deck, right? Like we found out that they are Blaziken enjoyers, which we love to see Blaziken. We're always going to be Blaziken enjoyers here. Unfortunately for Blaziken, we can get really greedy with a cape here. I think we probably need to. The thing is, like, cape on Magnezone is pretty important, so we'll split it up. Obviously, Guzma is just like sucks, but we're gonna say that Guzma does not exist, because for the most part, it doesn't. I like Guzma. Other people don't. Okay, so there's the base Blaziken, right? So they have the base Blaziken technology that they will be able to pivot into next turn potentially. And, you know, that's okay. We could probably be, you know, extra protective and like evolve here, but I'm gonna greed lord it a little bit. I think I still have Copycat and Double Research in deck. They're going to probably end on 3 or 4 cards in hand at least, you know, so I think I'll just like take that. Like, isn't that like an interesting level of play though? Like, can you choose the optimal line while controlling how many cards are left in your hand? Like at all times. Like, how interesting is that, like, concept? See, the thing is, I'm gonna knock out the Entei, right? And then now I only have to take 1 more prize, and they have to take, you know what I mean, like 3. So it does suck that I'm gonna lose a point here, and I'm gonna lose an Oricorio and a cape that like had no significance. But you know, that's okay. And I'm anticipating a Mars, right? So we're probably going to lose this Iris. So the line of going like Magnezone Cyrus, right? Like probably not going to exist probably. And most likely we're going to see, some form of like Flame Patch Rare Candy for their bench as well, right? So, you know, that Blaziken is always live, right? And it's not even going to need Flame Patch because like you can put energy on it right now, and then next turn pivot into it, right? So, pretty interesting. In the Rocky Helmet is going to put 20 damage exactly on my Magnezone, right? Yeah, I mean, so if they Lily, right? So they have to knock out and then Lily. And then next turn Blaziken, right? And I can't help that, right? That's just unfortunate. But it seems like they have Sabrina instead of Lily, so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to like always be right on the techs that you like play, right? You know, it's just like, yeah, I mean, the thing is like Blaziken still is good enough to like fight back against that, which is crazy. I mean, yeah, the deck feels nice, man. Opponent just double rare candy, flame patched, drew a bunch of cards. You know, did what the deck is supposed to do. Dude, I've been opening up this little Chingling quite often. And I forgot to put another basic down. Oops. See if I get punished for that. Because I totally meant to put it down. Never punish, chat. Jeez. Never punished. Tremendous. So Poipole and Silicilla. So Oricorio is not that good, but Magnezone is pretty dang good. I think like that's one of the things about this deck that I really like is that the things that Oricorio is not very good against, Magnezone is pretty dang good against, you know? Like that's probably the biggest frustration I have about playing Oricorio in general is that, dude, like, yeah, it feels terrible when you play against another Oricorio match. Like it's just like, first of all, it's an unenjoyable gameplay, right? And then second of all, you're just like, you're playing against a deck that's just your deck. You know, it's a mirror match. It's like, So anyways, yeah, I don't know. I do like the pairing of Oricorio and Magnezone. Even though, like, we've always had this pairing, right? It's not like this deck didn't get anything new except Copycat. But that does tell you how powerful Copycat is, by the way. Copycat's pretty good. Dude, and then they just attack for 1 energy. You know, it's just like, dang, dude, this is a lot of pressure, man. Yeah, you could have just like not drawn the stage 1 off of like, you know, your opening hand. That would have been great. I would have appreciated that. Yeah, the fact that I have no Magneton is just like devastating. It's just devastating. I'm about to go down 2 prizes already, dude. I'm gonna have to pivot or like retreat. Dude, both your stage 1s? Oh man. Yeah, I'm just dead. No, it's like, but at the same time, you're just like never playing against a deck like this. And if you do, you just accept that your tiebreakers are going to be crap because your opponent just beat you with a deck that's just like not really a real deck. And unfortunately, that's going to happen to the best of us, right? Nah. We do want to put Cape down though. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. I mean, I do play a lot of draw cards. I've already drawn 2 of them, but I just can't evolve this Magneton. This is the problem that I always have playing Magneton. Like, I just never find the Magneton. That's like almost all the games I ever lose playing Magneton is because I don't find the Magneton. I just, for some reason, I don't understand it. It's really weird. It's just a 1-point Ultra Beast deck. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can salvage this game. Well, this 50 will potentially pay dividends later. Maybe we have to Cyrus the Celesteela out for the game-winning knockout. But I think 110 is going to be enough to like run through most of their Pokemon. They do have Lucamine now for like Celesteela potentially. But it seems like they're going to try to grind out the game with like... Yeah. Okay, I see what they're doing. Yeah, so... We're going to retreat and then go into Magnezone and just start going in with Magnezone here. And maybe along the way we find the other Magnezone. I mean, eventually we do have to draw the cards in our deck that say draw cards, right? Like eventually we do... that does have to happen. Because like, you know, you run out of cards in your deck. So one of 2 things will happen first. But yeah, we're going to go in here with this Magnezone. And I believe Magnezone can sweep. We can actually save. Yeah, like in every scenario. Well, I guess Poison double tick with Celesteela knocks out our Magnezone. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll be extra safe here. Because in the scenario that in the scenario that Celesteela comes in, energy, Lucamine, flip heads, poison, that's 140, right? So in that scenario, I want to be able to like at least try to escape that. And then secondly, if I don't draw Magnezone, like that beats me, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, and I never beat Cyrus, right? I just never beat Cyrus. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, hey, we may lose to Guzzlord. Well, obviously, like again, if we draw Magnezone, if we draw Magneton, I don't know, in our first 10 cards, right? We probably get it out into the active a little bit earlier, prevent one of those early knockouts. Because we did kind of go down like 2-1, right? And that was kind of the determining factor of the game. So again, here's another game where we have no Magneton. So if we can't find Magneton, it's just not going to matter. Unless our opponent's deck is just, you know, all EXs. But yeah, this is like my average Magnezone experience, dude. It's a little frustrating sometimes. Dude, everybody is playing Copycat. So funny. Yep. Yeah. I mean, again, the big key is just going to be that, dude, we drew Magneton. That's crazy. We are through more cards in our deck. You just slashed that. I guess no, because it needs still energy. Yeah, so I guess they're playing for a tie. Oh, okay. They play Tapu Lele. Okay. That's not good. Blood. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that, mate. You're supposed to put damage on my Magneton, yeah? I'm not putting Cape because, like, I don't know why I would. Like, Giovanni, Rare Candy, Aegislash? Dude, if you do that, you're just better than me, bro. You have 4 cards in hand. That would be... That would be insane. Yeah, and you don't even have the energy for Geno hacking. Yeah. Alright. Now we're going to Cape. Okay. Yeah, the deck is pretty good, man. I mean, it's definitely better than what I would have came up with. Let's see, could I have beaten this? No, because I wouldn't have healed enough. I don't know. I guess it depends on how fast Altaria hits the board, and then how fast Magnezone hits the board. I don't know how the exchange would work with, like, Magnezone versus hold on. Psychic. But they're playing a Tyro. Is this like some kind of witchcraft? I really don't know what I'm going up against. Surely they don't like Giovanni and like KO my Chingleri, right? Right? Okay. We're good. Exhale. Okay, not exhaling anymore. In fact, panicking. Short, quick breaths now. Pause. All right, this escalated rather quickly. Man, what a good draw. Again, dude, I draw Magnezone like a champ, but I do not draw Magneton like a champ. It is also opposite day, so take that for what you will. All right, Altaria. Dang, they're probably going to play a lot of items. So May, put back some basics. Pokeball, bench, attached to my Swablu. Hit your benched Magneton for 30, pass. You know, like the play pattern is like pretty straightforward, right? I don't know what they're cooking over there. I don't know what kind of sorcery you got in that kitchen over there, pal, but be careful. Have a fire extinguisher handy. Know the difference between like a grease fire and like a regular fire. You know what I'm saying? Because like the way that I understand it, with a grease fire, you got to smother it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to like, you know what I'm saying? You got to like pat it with like towels. You don't want to throw water on it. But with like a fire that's like not grease related, it doesn't have oil, for example. That's the big key right there, ladies and gentlemen. Does the fire have oil? Because if the fire has oil, do not foil around with it. You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? All right, can we just all come to a conclusion that the deck is pretty good? Like, the deck is pretty damn good. Like, we can sit here and play it some more, but the deck is pretty good. All right, so we got to delete Hariyama. This deck is ass. We got to delete Birdmill. Cool ass name though. Sorry, not there yet. Whatever. We got enough room to overwrite one of the or two. So this is the deck that we played. Night one. How different is it than the list that won? Hold on. Obviously they didn't freaking play the net, dude. Nobody's playing the net. Somebody once told me to will. Yeah, you know that song. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Yeah, always pause as well, so it's okay. All right, so let's see. They didn't play Repel. And they didn't play Red. They didn't play Nut. Shocker. Dude, I gotta sneeze so bad. Yep. They play 2 Iridas. Dude, imagine only having 1 full art Irida. Honestly, a tragedy. Dude, I don't even know where the other one is. Where's the non-full art? Dude, I hate... Can I just like rant about this again? How much I hate how we have to scroll through this stuff. I don't even know what else I'm missing. Do I really not have a cape in here? Okay, this was before we discovered the breakpoint mattered. Like, to the point of like, you always play 1. Okay. We had the idea. Alright, so let's make sure that we got this right. Alright, word. Okay. Let's take this bad boy up for a spin. Dude, nobody has said anything about the lyrics, bro, and it's killing me. Nobody has said anything. Like, I thought it was a genius idea, bro. I thought it was a genius idea. I thought people would be watching the stream and be like, dude, I love that. Like, I can't take my eyes off the screen because I'm just, like, watching, like, you know? That's what I thought, bro. Nobody said anything about it. I can't believe it. Shocked. Dude, it's only... I can't believe it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Crazy. It's one of my favorite songs from it's Future, yeah? Or Travis Scott, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get copycatted. But I needed to find my basic. At least we're gonna get to go in, right? Like, next turn we're gonna get to go in. We're gonna get, like, copycatted. They're gonna pop off, you know? But it's okay. There's nothing we could have done. All right. Yeah, I mean, right, like, they didn't really pop off, right? Like, I guess our opponents are just bricking. Because some of these plays are just like, dude, I would never want to have to do that. How much is this? 60. So I needed to find another basic to KO this right now. Right? So I'm not going to be able to. That's a problem. That's a problem. I don't need to waste my cape yet. If I don't use it, I might lose it, and that's okay. Devastating not getting the knockout right here. It's that would be game winning, right? Yeah. I mean that's it, and that's exactly how it'll go right there. Right? Like the game winning basic would have been the next card, but there's no way that I can get to it, right? Yeah. Cuz now they would have had one energy. I mean, it's just like completely just game changing, man. You know? And there's nothing that I can do about it. Amazing draw. Just amazing. Okay. You know, you could make the argument I should have attached here, right? The only positive things that my opponent has drawn have all been like, I mean, pretty fair cards, right? Like Rare Candy is Rare Candy, sure. But Erica and Rare Candy have been like the only two cards that they've drawn, basically. Yeah, that's they were due for something like meaningful. Cleft Key knockout on my Suicune right here would have been just, it would just be disgusting, right? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to retreat. I think I'm supposed to retreat. I mean, obviously they can snipe, but I think I'm supposed to retreat. Because I think they can take more advantage of it. You wearing a fake mustache? No, dude. It's legitimately very real. The man, the myth, the mustache. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're just playing some of the top tournament decks from this past weekend. I wanted to play them before I made a video on them. And then like I wanted to record videos of me playing them before I talk about them. But like, they're both very powerful so far. Dang, dude, they just lose to so many combinations of cards here. I mean, even if I had the other Greninja, right? Do I rip this and try to find the... Nah. I don't even need to. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Like, I need to make sure. You know what? I should have put the energy on the Froakie so I could KO. I think that was actually the line. I think now I actually lose. Right? Because I don't have enough Pokemon. I can only deal 80. Right? And I sent in the wrong Pokemon, didn't I? No, it didn't matter which Pokemon I sent because they can just snipe. Dude, I did everything wrong with my energy attachment, didn't I? That's what was wrong. It was my energy attachment. Because I was trying to heal, right? Okay. Alright. So that's not on me. That's on that's not on the deck. That's on me right there. Okay. So a little bit of nuance. And obviously I've played my bad. I played a ton of Suicune Greninja. Okay. Let's try that again. So because we needed to predict that they played Lily, Double Erica, right? Like we needed to predict that they just play every heal card known to man, right? And so if we do that, and we add the extra 50, we realize that our attacks are going to get smaller as the game goes on, and then also the fact that, like, we have a hard damage cap. Dude said, ain't no way. Right, yes. That's always my answer, man. My answer is yes, of course it's real. You can see it, you can touch it. You know? It's very real. Dude, what is my... I just looked at my opponent's cards, and it just makes me want to leave. Because, like, you're going to lose games like this where things like Misty just beat you, right? You're going to lose games like this to Misty. You're going to lose games like this to just, like, you never find your Greninjas or something. Just something stupid. Or your opponent puts down, like, a Oricorio and suddenly you're just walled. See, there's the Misty, dude. I told you. Like, the game has a script. I swear, bro. I swear it has a script. That's why it's a card game, right? Like, some of these, it would just never be... It wouldn't be the same if the best player always won. And I would probably lose a lot more games. Well... Just a turn late there, buddy, old pal. Turn late. Are they not going to evolve? Is that why they're potioning? Speaking of potion, that made me think of that song by Dua Lipa and Calvin Harris. I'm looking at it right now. I don't know that. What a weak attack. Absolutely weak. Dude, what is going on? I mean, do I even want a copycat? I guess. I guess. Because the more Pokemon I put down, the more damage my Suicune is about to take. I almost like want to hold them until next turn, right? Okay. I mean, opponent just plays every water Pokemon. They just clicked the water filter on Pokemon, and then they just started adding them to deck. Suicune, this little worm dude, this little, I don't know, thing. I'm gonna put that in my deck. So my opponent said, and I respect it. Nothing but love here, bro. Nothing but love here, bruh. While I don't want to put Pokemon down on my bench to make this attack more devastating than it should be, I also need to like not, you know, put. I need to like try to win the game, right? And if they leave the Suicune in the active, I'm gonna KO it. So like they have to like retreat anyways, and I have Cyrus, so you know. Double Wug Trio, bro. Okay. I mean, I definitely didn't see that coming. I don't know why you're not playing. I guess they're, yeah. All right. Word. Yeah, I mean, the deck should be 2-0, but obviously this game doesn't even count, right? It's like not even a real game. So I have yet to get a game that I would consider like content worthy. And then the one game that was like a game that I threw is probably like a game that would be content worthy. Whoops. We'll see. I didn't mean to do that. Did I do that? Did I need to check my snipes? So what am I supposed to start with here? Is it just always Suicune? Oh god, my Suicune's gonna get bodied, bro. Shoot. Well, at least if it gets bodied, I'll be able to Mars. Yeah, I'm gonna Mars now. I think I'm cooked. I don't know. Like, if I would have started with the Froakie, would I feel better? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Hey, retreat if you want. I'd be happy with that. If you want to retreat, I would not be mad. See how we're limiting our cards and doing good things? I mean, our opponent has still, like, gone through their deck pretty good, but not as good as it could have been, right? They have double Pokeballed and copycatted, and they're only one card ahead. Like, that's huge, dude. Like, that is so huge. You know, like, so I'm looking at the situation now and realizing, like, dude, this is great. They've emptied their hand trying to play around copycat, but, like, this also reveals to me that, dude, you don't need to be nervous about Hydreigon. And then the fact that we're gonna put this Greninja down, like, dude, I think I'm gonna just go in with this Greninja, man. Right? Like, I mean, this does like 120, but does the 120 matter? Isn't doing 100 just back to back just fine? Right? Like, I'm good. So if they copycat me again, they still only get to 3 cards, right? So they still need to draw a 2-card combo in 3 cards, you know? Just incredible, man. This is incredible, dude. There's got to be, I mean, dude. Man. I mean, it just is it. You know, that's card games for you, isn't it? 5 cards in deck. Can't rare candy. I mean, I'm mean. They drew 4 cards and needed a 2-card combo. Out of 13. Come here, pal. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Can we pull this off? Pokemon Center Lady Retreat Knockout. No, it's not 150, right? I mean, there's only 3 cards in my deck. Okay, I mean, like, we either have to draw Cyrus, yeah, or we just snipe this thing down. I mean, it's really one of two things. But again, just like playing these like tournament winning decks from this past weekend, they're both very strong. I mean, like the thing about Greninja EX is like we played it night one of the release, and it was just like tanky. It was a good toolbox card. Like you could see it being played as a one of, and that's just exactly what it's came down to, right? Like it's just been, yeah, man, this card fits, right? Like there's just like no other explanation really needed, right? Yeah, I mean, I still am waiting to draw this Iris there, but the game is pretty much over. And I think that game right there demonstrates the difference between Absol and Greninja Suicune. Like, Greninja Suicune can reach, right? It can reach, and it's like always live. It doesn't hit the point of the game where it just like stops working. Whereas Absol and Hydreigon, like you reach points of the game where like your Hydreigon just like is no longer working. It just no longer works. Like imagine if Greninja got to a point in the game where like it just no longer activated. Like you realize like how much of a negative that would be. So like as cool as like a card that Hydreigon is, and it's very powerful. It is the new like Rampardos in my opinion. But like as powerful as it is, like it still has that drawback that Rampardos kind of has as well. But dude, I would almost say that I like Rampardos' drawback better. But again, the trade-off, there's a basic with, you know, Hydreigon that you can like search with the Pokeball, right? And like with May, whereas the Fossil, you know, you can't do that. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just not sold on Absol. And I was trying to explain why, but particularly because on the flip side of like the Suicune Greninja versus Absol and Hydreigon thing, so not only does like Hydreigon eventually just get dead at a certain point in the game pretty much, on the other side, dude, like Greninja gets better as the game goes on, right? Like having it early is great, but like it gets better as the game goes on. So yeah, I mean, I just think that Suicune Greninja just does what, like it's just a better quote unquote mid-range deck than the Absol and Hydreigon stuff. And like that's a big reason why. Okay. It's just Pokeball, bench, copycat, right? Like it's not even no rocket science behind this board, right? You have to play the Pokeball on the field of play. So the question here is like, where does the energy go? Right? So I put on the active. I'm pressuring now. It leaves me open to Greninja EX, Rare Candy. Like, it leaves me open to a lot of lines that I still, you know, do want. And right now, we don't know where we're going to want this cape, but we can slap it down. We can slap this down. So we're going to slap this down. On the Froakie, I could retreat, get another card, but I'm actually going to go aggressive here. If I draw Rare Candy, which is a 2 of right now. If I draw Professor Research, which is a 2 of. If I draw Copycat, which is a 1 of. If I draw one of those 5 cards, I'm feeling pretty good about life, and that's, you know, half the cards in my deck, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah. We'll do that. Could you imagine getting on stream and asking a streamer, hey, are those lips real? How dare you ask about my mustache? You know, that's really the problem nowadays in the world. Lack of decency, you know? That's really where we're at. Yes, me. All right. Yeah, I could get like one extra card, but I just don't know that it's worth it, right? Like I would rather put 20 damage and put this like closer to one shot range. Okay, you got a little cape on you. Yeah, I mean it's just retreat, Cyrus. You know, start the grind game right here, right? You know, we do have to draw our rare candies eventually. You know, there's only 8 cards in our deck. Eventually, we will draw the cards that like are required for our deck to function, or we will lose. So disrespectful, dude. Dude, this sucks so bad. I have officially drawn all 3 of my Greninjas before I've drawn 1 rare candy. That's crazy, man. Can I draw Copycat into double rare candy? Like, I'll take that. I mean... it just gets a little bit ridiculous sometimes with the draws, right? I mean, my opponent was able to place another Froakie on the bench and evolve it to a Greninja after I KO'd their first Froakie, after pinging it and then using Cyrus in other turns before I evolved 1 Greninja. That's crazy, dude. I mean, like, you know, it's just hard to win games whenever you go into circumstances like that, and you know that's just going to be the scenario in this game, unfortunately. I mean, again, dude, like, just I will accept losing, but geez, man, like, whew, man, these draws are definitely killing me. And I just always lose here. Yeah, I finally drew rare candy and Greninja on turn 11. Yeah. My deck just kind of lost the game there. Like, yeah, sometimes your deck just loses you the game. Sometimes you lose the game. Sometimes your deck loses the game. That's a great example right there of the deck losing the player the game. You know, a lot of people don't realize you work in synergy with your deck, right? It is like the anime. You work in synergy with the deck that you play. What booster pack am I supposed to be opening? Is it Shining Revelry? Alright. Incoming Pokeball. One time, brother. One time. Right here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Man. That ain't cool, bruh. I'm saving up, y'all. I'm saving up, y'all. I'm saving up. That Pokeball will be mine, bro. I'm kidding. I'm probably going to get the red. I think I'm going to get the red. I think. Maybe not. We'll see. See, like, can I tell y'all something? That's the thing about, like, trading. Like, I wonder how long until people realize that nothing has value in trading. It literally, except the best rainbow rares that are played and the limited edition full art supporters. Those are the only things of value in trades, because those are the only things that are like scarce or wanted. Everything else is just like, you can just start an account and farm. Like, do y'all realize that? Like, all you have to do to get any full art supporter, any of them, is you start a brand new account and you open nothing but that pack, and you just get pack points, and then you craft it, and then you trade it. Nothing has value, man. Nothing. Like, the fact that people are like buying cards, like, is crazy, dude. You don't need to do anything. The only thing that has value is the only thing that you can't trade, or the things that were limited edition. And like, it's funny to see people freaking out so much about it, but like, literally, dude, like, none of these cards are valuable, man. Except the only cards that are valuable, quote unquote valuable, right, are the ones that are like, you can't get them anymore, right? Like, you can't get this anymore. It's no longer in print. You know, like, yes, there's other full art lilies, duh. But like, the thing is, you can no longer get this art, right? Unless you craft it. You know, same thing here, right? It's just, that's why they're like, obviously this is a staple, but like, you can't get this. It's the same thing with the Lucamine. But this is the gallery so far. Obviously double Erica, because, you know, I'm grass enjoyer. I also have double Blaine, but I haven't moved it over yet. You know, honestly though, the full arts that I pulled on this account were all ass. These are all like full art supporters that I pulled on this account, which is my main account, right? And they're all just ass. The only good one has been like Iono, Guzma, and Sabrina. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I did have to trade this bad boy over there. My playset of Buzzwalls. But yeah, outside of that, man, like, you know, we're just big chilling. Yeah, if I was playing a deck right now, I'd be playing the electric deck, like on ranked. 100%. 100% would be playing some Oricorio. It's like the best of both worlds. It's aura choreo and it's like all 1 point. And it's like, yes, sign me up. I'll take 2. Oh my god, my frog is gonna get punched. Oh no, dude. Oh no, I've been hard countered. I need all the basics, baby. Alright, that's not all the basics, but I mean, that's more than one. This dude is gonna Giovanni and punch my frog, bro. What a jerk, dude. What kind of jerk just goes around punching frogs, dude? You know what I mean? I should have put the energy on the Froakie. No, I shouldn't have. Because it's going to get KO'd here. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. I got that Kendrick Lamar flow, bro. I'm kidding, I don't. Alright, side note. I want to put out a Christmas album this year. And so far... Oh, I can't even show y'all. So far, because I'm on my phone, my track list has like 5 songs. And I think I'm going to keep it like a 5 or 6 song thing. I think I'm going to keep it like a 5 or 6. No, like 7 songs. 7 or 8 songs. And like my whole thinking was like, bro, dude, ain't nobody trying to hear a Christmas album that's 12 songs, right? And then my other line of thinking, okay, hear me out. Like, I'm not trying to be the only Christmas album that you listen to, or like the only album, or like, you know, that you listen to around holiday season. Like, what I'm trying to do, what I would like to do, is be a part of your playlist. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be the only thing on your playlist. I'm trying to be one of the things on your playlist. So that's why I'm okay with my album only being like 7 songs, right? So like, it's palatable, right? You can sit down and just like jam the whole. Damn, dude, that's all MBB's Christmas album. That's it. 7 songs. Hey, let me listen to that again. Hold up. Let me hear MBB's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. One more time. Let me hear that. You know? So that's my idea right now. And like the way that I'm gonna produce it is exactly like what you're looking at. So like my idea for producing it, dude, am I about to get is my Suicune dead? Did they save the rare did they save the Giovanni for this moment right here? Wait, what? Huh? Am I just dead because they... Dude, nice. Am I just dead? The Irida doesn't even matter, right? It's gonna deal how much to itself? It's gonna deal 50 to itself? Okay, so it'll be a simultaneous KO. Okay. And we will waste an Irida. I mean, that... I don't really think that there's like anything else that we can do. I think we just have to waste it. Right? So it's going to come down to Hitmonchan versus Suicune. I think I like that race, right? Unless I guess the only way that I would not like that race is if they have Cyrus, right? So if they have Cyrus, which I have to assume that they play, me drawing rare candy right there is quite important, right? Because now they can't just Cyrus and win. Okay, so we're gonna Mars. Yeah. And then we're just gonna try to play Greninja Control for like a turn, right? Oh, dude, I love that that's automatic now. All right. There we go. Dude. Dude, you got 2 cards and you draw research, bro? Illegal, bro. Illegal. Prohibited move. Reported judge. Judge, I need a judge. I need a judge. So we just navigated a pretty early Rampardos because they did not have Red or Giovanni, right? Like at multiple points, right? That's probably the biggest like reason why we were pretty successful that game. But nonetheless, I mean, we were able to win, so. You know, they can't have every perfect combination of card every time, right? Like you can't always have Fossil Rare Candy Giovanni, Fossil Rare Candy Red. You know what I mean? Like, especially that early in the game. Like on curve, for example. Like if you're drawing like that, you're probably going to just win against any deck. It doesn't matter what deck I'm playing. So. Oh, I guess I should update my stream title on Twitch, right? Is this thing on? Which is hilarious. Probably doesn't get a lot of Twitch people, right? My bad. Alright, creator dashboard. Well, wherever I put the cape, they're gonna put the damage, but I play heal, so I don't care. Ooh, I just saw the Altaria on the bench. Oh no, or the Swablu. That's not good. Alright, edit stream info. Top. Tourney winning deck showcase. Alright, we're back. Me now working hard. Yeah, picture that with a Kodak. Yeah, man, both these decks have been sweet. I mean, we'll keep going down the list and playing some of these decks. Lycia Enjoyer. I mean, if you play Copycat, there's just, you know, that just is what it is, right? You know, sometimes you just get really clogged. Double Cyrus, double Irida, Greninja. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a little bit congested, and it doesn't need to be like that. But that just happened to be how I drew, right? And now I'm like begging for an Irida. The goat's back. Yeah, appreciate you. Nah, man, I've been trying to stream a little bit more often the past, like, actually, like, I don't know, a couple weeks. But, you know, hey, it's a work in progress. But good to see you. I'm just playing the decks that won tournaments from this past weekend. So it's a first place deck. Dang, my Pokeball's dead. So 1 in 10 to draw a dead card. Obviously, we're worried about Altaria here. Altaria is my favorite deck, by the way. Altaria is my favorite deck right now. Okay. I'm like, I mean, you know what though? That was good for them because I would have just sniped the hell out of this Swablu, right? Like that was the only card that stopped me from doing that in this very exact scenario. And then I just drew a dead card. So like they just -2'd me basically. It's just devastating, dude. It really is. Like it's just devastating whenever you have like swings and turns like that. Because it makes you feel like the game is like against you, even though like it's obviously not. And then it also like makes it to where the game that you had been preparing for, the game that you had been like, the situation that you had been like maneuvering and pondering your turns for, like is just completely washed away by something just completely like out of your hands. You know, it's like, oh, well. And then now I draw this Iris, but now they're gonna evolve and they're gonna KO the Suicune, and I'm just completely behind. You know what I mean? I mean, it's and the counter argument is like, oh, that's why you play silver. It's like, no, dude, you just got fucking lucky. like you got dead ass lucky that I didn't have any heal, that I didn't draw another one of my two, which are both two of Cyrus and Irida. Like, and I didn't draw Cape, obviously. So like, it's 5 cards, man. It's 5 cards. Yeah, there's 10 cards in my deck at that point. Yeah, it's just shitty, man. It's just absolute shit. Yeah, it's a game I have no business losing. Just completely just stolen game. Annoying AF, bro. You lose one of those in a tournament and then you have to figure out like how to not tilt, right? It's exactly how it goes. You lose a game like that in a tournament and you have to figure out how to not tilt. How to not be so frustrated that you make a mistake in your next game, right? Yeah, there's little lessons that you can learn, like just playing random games like that. Because at the end of the game, the previous game has no bearing on this next game right here, right? What is the number 1 deck? I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, so the reason why I liked Altaria is because I looked at the matchup spread, and in my opinion, it had a good matchup spread, and the games and the matchups that like it lost were matchups that you could tech for, or you still had like ways to win those matchups. Does that make sense? Right? Like if I'm playing a fire deck that has like a stage 2 with rare candy, like I automatically know that my biggest challenge is going to be Oricorio, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to like tech to beat it. Well, with Altaria, for example, like I thought that the matchup spread was really good, and that the worst matchup for Altaria was like not very present, or could potentially not be very present. And if that's the case, then like Altaria can win the event. And this was for PLL. And the deck that I was talking about that I was nervous about was Oricorio. Anything with Oricorio, I was nervous about playing with Altaria. And you know, in the PLL tournament, here's where it gets interesting. So follow me on this, okay? So in the Pocket Legends League tournament, the PLL tournament, Oricorio only accounted for like, you know, like 4% of the decks in the field. Okay, so it was a very small fraction of the field, which was ideal for, in my mind, for Altaria. So I thought Altaria was going to do very well in the Pocket Legends League, and it did, right? Like in the top cut, I think Altaria was the, let's see, Altaria was the tied for like being the most popular brought archetype. Yeah. I guess technically there's 8 Suicune Greninja variants if you combine them. Or 9. Yeah, 9. And then technically there's 8 kind of variants around Altaria. But regardless, dude, what does this do? Hold on, I gotta pause. What does this even do? I can't even read that. If this... Okay. So because I didn't draw Greninja and I can't ping this, it's gonna take less damage? That's sweet. I mean, dude, this is exactly the kind of just dumb shit that I'm talking about, bro. You'll draw 13 cards and just be like, where's my basics? And this guy's not gonna take any damage. Because I can't... It's just so stupid, dude. And it's my next card. Like, now I'm going to get red carded or Mars, and I'm just going to be back to square one with all of my draw power gone. Like, it's just such an elementary, stupid game, man, sometimes, dude. Jesus, bro. I mean, dude, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I've reached the point of indifference. What the what in what world do you draw back to back to back to back of the same I mean, just dude, holy, if I shuffle like this in real life, I just stop playing. I literally just put my cards away. Either that or I pile shuffle, and then I pile shuffle again, and then I throw the cards in my deck up in the air and play 52 card pickup, and then I pile shuffle one more time, and then I draw a test hand, and then I decide whether or not I'm going to keep playing. I mean, it's just unfathomable sometimes how poor these draws are. I mean, it's fantastic if you're rooting for the other person that you're playing. I mean, just get me out, dude. Legitimately, get me out of this game. Get me out of this game, dude. I'm going in with Greninja just so the game can end faster. I don't even know if I'm going to win. But you know what? It's okay. Anyways, what's the best deck? So, to continue on. So again, I was scared of Oricorio decks. Now, if you look at the other tournament that was larger, actually, which I had no idea was even going on, but there was 2 big tournaments this weekend. This was the Pocket Mads tournament, okay? And in this tournament, there were, let's see, Magnetism Oricorio made up about 4%. So, you know, if you combine that with the other Oricorio variants, about 6%. So there was about 6% and about 4%. So roughly 4 to 6% of the decks in the fields were Oricorio. So I felt pretty good if I was like an Altaria player going into these events. And that was like the deck of choice that I would have liked to have brought, right? Now the winning decks of the tournament were the deck that I'm playing right now. This deck won the Pocket Legends tournament. Okay, so it won the first tournament that I mentioned. And like the only reason why I'm bringing that up is, you know, if you look at the top cut was like, you know, 7 Suicune Greninja decks, 8 or 6 Blaziken decks, you know, 6 Altaria decks, 3 Oricorio decks, 2 Absol decks. Like, you know, the meta's pretty spread out, but like, if you look at the win percentage of that, like the highest win percentage was Suicune Greninja, and then Altaria. So, you know, I felt like I had the right idea in terms of deck choice for that particular tournament. So, you know, when you say like what's the best deck, I think it kind of depends on like for what tournament, right? But if you're talking about just playing on the ladder, I think anything with Oricorio, like as long as like it actually is legitimate, it's like usually a good choice. You just have to deal with the fact that you're playing Oricorio. The other deck, and the reason why I'm bringing up Oricorio is because it won the other tournament. So in the other tournament, a Magnezone Oricorio deck won. And we actually played that at the start of the stream, so... Dude, they just knock out my Greninja. It's crazy. It does 120, yeah? Yeah, dude. I mean, I am just all the way down to lose every game where I get to 3 cards in my deck and I just like, you know, like I can't rare candy and shit like that. I will lose all of those games every day that ends in Y and not feel bad about it, man. Like again, some games your deck just like destroys you. And again, it's okay to lose those games, dude. You're not gonna win every game. I think that like the thing that you have to focus on is like winning the games that you're supposed to win. But in Top Cut of the other tournament, the best win percentage decks were Altaria, which was like, you know, 62, 63%, and Magnezone Oricorio. And then next was like the Absol stuff did pretty well too in the Top Cut. So if I had to pick, right, like, okay, Magnezone Oricorio can beat everything. But, when it comes to the other decks, like, they all kind of, like, have weird matchups, except Altaria. I think Altaria is pretty good across the board, too. Like if people remembered how good Gyarados was as like a stage 1, like think about Altaria. Bro, what the fuck, bro? What are you eating? What is this? What is my hand? How is it possible for people to draw like this and win with the deck, dude? Like I truly am baffled. I don't even know what Pokemon. Do they have like something that says basics can attack or something? Okay. I mean, this is so stupid, dude. This is so stupid. I mean, I truly don't understand how it's possible mathematically to draw this poorly, this consistently. It's baffling, bro. It's baffling. Am I still not going to draw a Froakie? I mean, good lord, dude. I mean, oh my god, their Absol has had enough time to put energy on it and attack. That's how slow this deck has been. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, dude. That's absolutely crazy, man. Like, my hand is so bad. They had time to actually manually attach an Absol that they found after turn like 3. And now they're attacking me with it. I mean, this is crazy, dude. At least I don't have a supporter for them to rip. At least my hand is so bad that they can't take advantage of it. Oh, never mind. I just lost. I mean, dude, like, you just pulled a one-of combo in the middle of a game where I can't even draw Froakie, dude. I can't even draw Froakie. I hate this deck, bro. I hate this deck. I hate it, bro. I hate it. All right, let's play it again. My poor phone is about to die. I gotta plug it up. I got to plug it up. Alright, well. Yeah, I mean, if I lose to this deck, dude, I mean, like, I'm just like, I may never play Suicune Greninja again. That's where I'm at. If I lose to this deck, if I lose to this arrangement of 20 cards, I legitimately may never play Suicune Greninja again. I mean, there's a legitimate chance. I mean, there's I would say that the chances of that happening above 1%. That's all I'll say. I could have started going in. Like, I could have pinged. Like, I could have gone Greninja, ping the Ho-Oh, attack the active, right? They would be at 80. I don't know if that's the right play, though. Dude, the fact that Ho-Oh does 180 is kind of sick, though, right? That's kind of sick. All right, I gotta go back. I gotta go back. Let's go. Let's go. It's time to feel like I'm at a rave. You feel me? It's time to feel like I'm at a rave, bro. And I'm like sitting there like party boying all over people, you know? Like that whole thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna copycat, right? Like, it doesn't matter if I heal. All my stuff's just gonna get one hit KO'd. I was an above average copycat. Okay, you're leafing. Get it? You're leafing? Because, you know, instead of leaving, you're leafing. You know that, you get what I'm saying? Pretty good joke, right? Pretty good. Pretty good. So, I switched into the Suicune to give myself one more draw to find Cyrus, because like that's all the game is gonna come down to, right? It's just like whether or not I find Cyrus. Paid actor? Paid actor? Did we just get a scripted win? Did we just go full NBA on them? Did we just go full Shohei Ohtani on them? My bad. Shohei Moneyline? That's his real name. Oh, dude, I need to put my coffee in the fridge. We'll take a break here in a second. I gotta jam some more games though. Oh no. This game is either gonna be really quick or really, really slow. Okay, I like the Lycia technology. Executor? Alolan Executor. Okay, Op. Okay, Op, I see you being a chef. I see you in the culinary facilities. I really don't know why I would Mars. I think it's the correct play. I think it's correct because it shuffles back a card that they wanted to thin, and then they also have one card less that is thinning their deck. And it lowers the amount of resources that they could have and work with. So, like, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and rip that, yeah. I think you just rip it. I think you just, like, always try to disrupt there. And, like, the thing is, they drew research off the top, but, like, they could have drawn research with the 5 cards in hand. You know what I mean? Like, always remember that. Like, if you are so result-oriented that you're like, dude, I red carded him, and then they turn around and drew research, bro. I couldn't believe it. And it's like, well, yeah, man. Like, they could have drawn research no matter what. Like, you know, you can't control every single outcome of the game. Yeah, that's why it's a trading card game. I think this might be my last game with this deck, though. That's a pretty Tapu Koko, bro. Hold up. Oh, that's a... Dude, that's not a Tapu Koko. You're blind, MBB. Hold up. Beautiful Pinsir. See, they think they have me, right? Right? Dude, that... Like, hey, dude, if you're yellow red carding me like that, like, all good, bro. Like, I can't even mess with that. Like, I don't know what that's supposed to prevent. I don't know what the purpose of that red card is, right? Like, as they played it, they're probably thinking to themselves, and they gave me a dead card. That's such bullshit, dude. That's such bullshit. Like, I have 14 cards, 13 cards in my deck, right? And I draw the only combination of dead cards in my deck right now. Like, it's just such bullshit, dude. Like, I can't stress that enough. And it's nothing that my opponent did. It's just RNG, dude. And it just happens way too frequently, man. So annoying. Golly, dude. Just so annoying. I mean, if I draw research, rare candy, Greninja EX, I want to be prepared to save the energy on my Suicune. I hate everything about this. I don't even know where the cape goes. I have no idea where the cape goes. Because, like, this is not going to be able to attack. And they might have Leaf as well. It's just, so I'm going to get a free turn to hit on it. Like, I just don't know that it's going to matter. Bro, I legit don't even know what the attack does. Oh yeah, it's flip a coin. If heads, it does like more damage or whatever. Okay. I mean, I have to assume I got to get through Erica as well. So, it's just a lot of damage to try to get through. But if they're playing Erica, they're not playing Cyrus. Yeah, I mean, again, if I draw rare candy, I can retreat out of that, so I don't mind, but like, I do need to eventually draw rare candy. That's so silly, dude. It's just so silly. So it's just going to be up to a coin flip, right? You know, like, I mean, I'm drawing through most of my deck and just like not finding pieces that are vital to my deck. It's just happening way too much, man. Like, this is why people play decks like Dark Tina, man. This is why people play decks like Buzzwole, because you run into so many games like this where, oh man, my rare candy was a turn too late, so now I just lose. Well, wish I would have drawn better. You know, like, all right, you got me. Because that would have been their supporter for turn. They would be at 80 HP, man. I'm going to need another Cyrus. I don't know if I can win this one. It's gonna be very tough. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just gonna. Can I draw the second Cyrus in the next 2 turns? Okay, that guarantees it, right? Okay, so I have the Cyrus no matter what. Oh my god, it's the last card in my deck. Am I? Okay, it's the last card in my deck. Okay, so we want to be able to attack with either. No, we have to attack with this, right? So we put this Greninja in, and then we it doesn't matter what we ping right here, right? Yeah, it just comes down to whether or not they have like the Cyrus or Sabrina, right? Not really much I can do. I guess I could disrupt me and then I could miss drawing Cyrus. This is 150, yeah? So I just draw Cyrus and win, yeah? Last card in my deck. Jeez, dude. Okay. All right, give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right. Give me a sec. I'm just doing some abs. Been checking Discord and everything. Where are the homies at? Where are the Pokemon Pocket homies? Where's the viewers at? Where's the chat at? Is this not a good time to stream? Is this my audience saying, MBB, you're streaming in the wrong time? What's going on here, dude? What is going on here? I feel like I'm getting skamazed, bro. No homies? No squad? No hype? I mean, dude, did I just lose it? Am I washed, bro? Is it over for your boy? Is it over for your boy? All right. That's what I'm gonna change the title to. Washed Streamer Streams Game. Can you really be washed if you never made it though? You know what I mean? Like, if you were never of the cloth, then can you really be upset? You know what I mean? Aw, snap. We about to blast off, y'all. We about to blast off, y'all. Dude, I don't know if you're like aware of the music that I'm listening to, because the lyrics are on the screen, but it's a banger. Oh my god. Yo. Just gotta put in the time, baby. I think I'm done with Suikinger Ninja. Very strong deck. Got better. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, what more do you want me to say about Suikinger Ninja, right? Alright, let's keep going. Golly, dude, this song is a banger, dude. A turbo banger, bro. Like, I just feel like I already know what the problem is going to be with this deck. Like, I mean, I don't even want to play it, because I already know what the problem's going to be with it. Like, it's just blatantly obvious, dude. Rocky helmet over cape. I see why. Yeah, that's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. So to explain on that a little bit more, you play Rocky Helmet to try to get a little bit more chip damage throughout the game to make your damage right. Because we can all kind of acknowledge, like, the damage cap of Absol is kind of like one of the weaknesses of the deck. So you try to mitigate it with things like Rocky Helmet, right? We've seen this, you know, we've seen that strategy used in other decks as well, right? Classic strategy. Where's the other Cyrus, bro? I swear, man, I hate the way they make us scroll, bro. It's just so unnecessary, dude. All right. But MBB, you could just search, or they could just make it not ass. I don't know. Yeah. Shoot. All right, whatever. Turbo banger. Oh, did I actually put it under Net Deck Dark too? That would be hilarious. Technically, it is a Net Deck, you know? Sometimes you just gotta vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then you slap some cards down on some foil, you know? Like a jabroni, bro. You slap some cards on them like a jabroni. Look at all those juicy cards in my opponent's hand. Doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Okay, so Greninja EX. It's a thick old frog. Got a lot of booty. 170 HP. Thick. Gotta always, like, get that chip damage. Okay, bench. Okay. So... You know, one thing to think about, too, is, like, is it worth risking getting Marsed by keeping 4 cards if you avoid putting down your Mega Absol? I think, like, that's a valid question to ask. And moving forward playing this deck. I don't want to fill my hand up more. But it's also going to help me find rare candy, which I, like, kind of actually have to find. So I didn't find rare candy. I could retreat going to Absol and start putting damage on Suicune, or I could put on Greninja and then try to KO it next turn. But what am I KOing it with, right? Like, I don't have any energy on the board. So I don't think that going into Absol, like, I think going into Absol kind of like sets me back. I think at this point, I just kind of have to, like, put the energy on the Absol, the Mega Absol, and just be like, man, you know, You got me. Because, like, realistically, what else am I supposed to do? Go into the other dino? But I feel like if I go into the Absol, the base Absol, what it turns into is they just, like, deal with the Absol. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't see any point to bringing myself back to an energy reset. You know, hey, if they want to trade prizes here, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I guess they could. I mean, yeah. So we're just trading prizes here, and then I have Absol. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't just go into Absol right here, right? This is where I can kind of control the game, or I can go into Dino, but I can't see what they're going to put in. No, I think don't I win here? Am I tripping? I guess Irida. So you can kind of see like some of the synergies with this deck, right? So like even if you don't KO something, you can still chase it down with the base Absol. They're in a weird spot because even if they like Greninja ping my Mega Absol and then try to Cyrus it in, like it's just like not really changing much. Yeah. And the Irida Hill just kind of like doesn't really matter. Yeah. I mean, is this maybe it's enough, right? Maybe that cape is enough. Maybe the cape is enough and then they just Greninja ping and Cyrus right here, right? I guess not because Mega Absol does 80 and they're at 70 HP. Yeah. Huh. Well, we were able to kind of like take control of the game after the Hydreigon hit the board. And we used it before it got like dead. Got pretty good value out of it. Pretty good. Decent. But you can kind of see the synergy between everything, right? Dude, for only playing one Mega Absol, I'm drawn to a lot. Am I playing more than one Mega Absol? Is one of the cards in my deck list wrong? Because I'm playing 2 Mega Absol, aren't I? So what am I missing in the deck? Because I'm almost like 1,000% sure that I'm playing 2 Mega Absol. I mean, I'm almost willing to go on a limb there. Indeed. Yeah. If I were to research right now, I'm pretty much like conceding, right? I mean, I just have to pray. Just remember, theoretically, it could be worse. So this is why being a stage 1 is like just so busted for Altaria. It's just not even worth it, right? Yeah, it is. Maybe I draw research. Because I might discard the card right here, right? That's what I'm anticipating. Yeah. So that might be their one of Cyrus. Which is like super important, because like one of the things about megas is a lot of the time you can't pivot. But if you get rid of their Cyrus, I might be able to get rid of this Jirachi and then pivot. Oh my god. It's hilarious. Please don't be Altaria. I'll cry. Dees. Okay, so they're not even taking the damage. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, so we just... Oh my god, they're going for game. They're going for the top deck Altaria game. That's what they're going for. Hilarious. Watch, they're going to send it in. Oh my god, this mad lad. This mad lad. Insane. This mad lad. All or nothing. All in. I guess that's the only play, right? Because he can't send in the Indididi. The Indididi. The Diddy. Oh my god. Is this game real life? Is this for real? Dude, quit stalling, bro. Just play your CADs. Play your CADs. Judge. 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 Hello? Opponent slow playing. Dude, there's no way anybody's having fun right now. Zero chance. Absolutely zero chance. Zero chance. Dude, I never doubted. I never doubted. I knew I was going to win the game the whole time. I literally never doubted. I always knew that I was going to win this game. It was just a matter of time, you know? And like sometimes you just have to like wait and be patient. You know, but I knew it was a matter of time. The game is a joke sometimes, eh? Sometimes it's a joke, yeah? Jeez. What a miserable game experience. An actual miserable game experience. Yep. It's the best way to explain that one. Unfortunately. I still didn't check and see if I'm playing multiple whatchamacallits. These guys. Dude, is Skarmory any good right now? I'm about to get Skarmory right now, bro. No. This person just equipped a memory light to their Skarmory so they could attack for 50. Word. It's good dedication, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm not excited about the way this game is going. Damn, okay. Okay, big dog. I don't really think I have an answer in Melmetal, yeah. What's my answer in Melmetal? Is my answer in Melmetal just Hydreigon? Just... Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna end up taking away one of their supporters and making my copycat worse too. I mean, dude, I don't even know what the hell to do here. Yeah, because that's going to throw my math off. What was the card to discard there? Sabrina is like, I can make it wrong. Copycat, it shuffles things back, but like at the end of the day, it's a -1. And then the adamant can throw off my math, like legitimately. So it just felt like adamant was like the correct discard. Okay, so with this, how do I make this wrong? I just send in the Hydreigon, right? I just draw into rare candy. Have I already used both my researches? Okay, just one. So thin the deck. So I'm playing one card that's different. Dude, what does this even do, man? I can't read that shit right now, bro. Like it's actually impossible for me to read what Melmetal EX does on this artwork. I actually have no clue. Okay, 150. Okay. Okay. The other play is like put 30 on the bench and then like Cyrus it. Because I have 2 Cyrus left, but I mean... So they've already used Sabrina. Okay. So we can retreat next turn and KO this. What could they draw here? Red. Yeah, at least a red. I think that's about it though, yeah? I wonder if they're gonna switch like adamants for red now. Would make sense. So 1 energy, 0 energy, 1 energy. This will not KO, right? So I would actually need to retreat. Okay, okay, okay. Almost there. Almost there. We're like a boa constrictor the way we're like surrounding our opponent right here, about to choke him out the game, bro. Got him. Game, set, blouses. Let's go, dude. This deck's pretty powerful, man. Like, you can see why all of these decks won, right? These are all just really good decks. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say, man? We need to figure out what card I'm playing that's different. Is this the right deck? Is this even the right deck? Do I have 2 full arts? Damn it. So one of these Absols is not supposed to be there. I know I have 2 Cyrus. I know I have 2 Helmet. So what am I missing? Another copycat? What am I missing? No, I have 2 copycats. What am I missing? Am I playing like 1 rare candy? Okay, 2 rare candy. Dude, I am tripping, bro. Oh, I'm not playing the Chingling. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Now we're gaming. Yeah, man, I mean, I think the deck is strong. I don't know that we need to play it more. Let's see, Naganadal Guzzlord. Oh, it's a 1 of. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we played all the decks. I don't think that there's like anything crazy groundbreaking. I guess we haven't played a Victory Bell deck. What the hell is this? Oh, trying to trap like, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, but like... Let's see what he's trying to do. That's a cool little like combo deck. Yeah, that's a really good deck too. Somebody played... something kind of not exactly like this, but a little similar. You know, one thing I was looking at in my Altaria list, is it better just to cut the Oricorio and just play like an Altaria? I don't know. I'm like starting to kind of like question it, but I want to play the deck a little bit more too. All right, let's see how Altaria feels. This is my take on Altaria. So well, that's a decent start for them. Just find any basic and they're on a pretty good track, right? So if this is Magikarp, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Greninja EX would still be pretty tough to deal with. Man, it sucks because like Cape probably is useless right now. Chingling would be something that I would love to see. Unfortunately, we whiffed on that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just can't even like go in, but I have to, right? I have to pressure this active and make them go into Greninja EX. And from there, it's going to be a very difficult game for me to win. Because even if I go into... Okay, well... Okay. Huh. I mean, well, we just started sweeping, yeah? That was a little unexpected. I mean, we're still not safe from Rare Candy Greninja EX, right? Like, all they have to do is have red. Because that's what, 220? And I can only heal for 210? Oh my god. Any repels in the chat? Any repels in the chat? Any capes? Giant capes? Oh my god, nice. Yeah, that's game. Huge. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, I mean... that's probably not necessarily like a great example of a game, but that's definitely like an example of why the game is... It's just so aggressive whenever like it curves out, man. When it curves out, it's just like, oh shit, dude, this Altaria is hitting me for way too much damage, way too quickly, you know? Like, and that's the problem with the deck. So, like, it's inherently like busted. You just have to figure out like the best way to play it, and I think the best way to play it's with a toolbox, right? Like, I think you just like end up playing Altaria toolbox. It's basically. You know what I'm saying? Cause you end up just like forming your game plan around like the first two prizes, if there is that, and then from there, you know, you just create your game plan. You know, I'm going to put the cape down. Ironically, I do think the cape gets the most mileage on the Jirachi. Copycat, 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 one time. I hate you, game. You're never fair to me. You treat me like I am somebody who you do not care very fondly for. Yeah, man. What up, Sushi? I've been playing a little bit, man. I put out a few videos here and there for maybe like a couple, like the past like month or so. Been enjoying the new set particularly, and I liked a lot of the changes. Like, look at my hand. I'm gonna lose, but man, I'm losing in style. Is this the argument against Kuzma? Is this the argument against our boy Kuzma? So if I pivot in here, my Altaria is gonna take 60. I'm gonna heal for 20, right? But I'm denying a prize and making them use something like Cyrus. I think that's worth it, right? Just deny the prize. Make them work for it. But yeah, man, I really enjoy the share feature. The share feature is fantastic. I'm sure you've heard. And then the trading getting upgraded to 2 stars, like, dude, that's awesome, man. Like, I never have to spend another dime on the game, dude. And that's crazy. And I feel like a lot of people, you know, can enjoy the game a lot more now because of that. So yeah, man. But how are you, Sush? I hope you're enjoying Greninja EX. We're both eating so well. I mean, we're both eating so well, right? I played Greninja EX the first night it came out. And I just played a deck of 2 Greninja EX and 2 Greninja and 2 Froakie. I was just like, dude, screw it. I'm going to play Greninja, you know? And then like that kind of like made me realize that Greninja is like really tanky, and like the pivot thing is really handy. It's a really good card. So I knew it'd probably be like a one of, but and then I pulled back-to-back Blaziken Immersives in my first 10 pull. So I knew that I was going to be playing Blaziken. I just didn't know that I was going to be playing it right away, right? But yeah, man, the set's been great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least I can heal for 20. Yeah, this is the part where we do this thing. It's called pray. Right? So we just pray here. Cuz that's all we can do, right? Like there's nothing we can do. You know, they needed that. They needed all of that. And they had all of that. So we just gonna lose. Yep. It's like a lot of things that I noticed too. It was like your tech supporters are just everything right now. And it's so hard to get them right. I think it's just, I don't know. Let me look at the deck again. I like Jirachi. I like the Chingling. Yeah, I mean, I like everything, dude. I mean, maybe the Guzma, like, I think I gotta cut my boy. I hate to do it, but I think I gotta cut my boy. And then, what has the cape been doing, right? Like, the cape gave me an extra turn. That's what I wanted to do, right? Red, again, just one of those techs, right? So I mean, I could just drop Oricorio altogether. And then I could try Altaria. Dude, I love Altaria because it has Do the Wave. Do the Wave. So let me add that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, there it is. When am I getting value out of Mars? Right, like it's usually, it's probably going to be red card, right? I'm probably just going to red card. Like I think it's most likely going to be red card. And then, I mean like honestly, like I just like Alicia. The problem is I play May, like I think I just go copycat. Right? Like I think I just go copycat and feel fine like jamming their hand up. I need to make sure I'm not too heavy on items too, right? Okay. You know, I don't think that this is right. I don't think, but I think the deck choice is right, but I don't think the composition is right. Like it's just going to be so hard to get it right in an event. But I think Altaria, man, it just has so many tools. So many freaking tools. All right, let's keep some games with this. Anyways. You don't even play with the EX? What? What? Is it too much power? Is it too much power, man? Like, dude, I can't play the EX, dude. That's not fair. You know? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Fishies, look out. Bruh. Bruh, tell me why I took out my Guzma. Tell me why I took out my Guzma. Oh. I mean, the other way that... I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Jerry. The other way that you could go with this deck is just go straight bench. Or like, you know, Cyrus, right? Cyrus, Jingling. Like, that seems like pretty decent. Like, forget the hill. Does this beat? This doesn't beat Oricorio, though. So what do? You just lose to Magnezone? But does Indeedee like really change much? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm intrigued by that idea though. Like just go double Jirachi, double Cyrus, take out Red, take out. You probably keep Repel. Take out Indeedee. I'm gonna jam this a little bit more, but man, dude, there's a lot of ways that you can work with this. I don't know. I just think Altaria, man, it's just too freaking good, man. I'm too loyal to the Jin Apex grid. It's that first love. You know what I mean? Like when you get that first, when you have that first love, and you know, like when you let it go, like you always think about it. And so you're in the stage of like, you can't even let it go. Okay. I respect it. So this is the Absol Moracorio thing, right? With the double Pokeball start? Oh no. Oh no, dude. I scoop. I scoop. I give up. You win, bro. You win, bro. I just always lose. Oh my god, dude. Is this the nuts? Is this the nuts? Am I cooked? Question mark. Wow. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get disrupted, but I want to just play down as many cards as I can right now, and I want to put damage on the Absol so I can Cyrus it, and that's what I was looking for. I'm gonna put the cape on this guy, because it might end up being bird, right? And then we'll just go ahead and star drop on the Absol. I don't know the list. I don't know the list. I don't know the list, dude. The list might play Pokemon Center Lady and I'm cooked. Okay, the list plays Pokemon Center Lady and I am cooked. Repeat. Dude, I mean, like it's not only the fact that they play it, it's the fact that they actually have it too. Like that's crazy, bro. I guess I should have put the cape on the Jirachi. If I would have put the cape on the Jirachi, it would have survived. I would have gotten a ping on the Absol no matter what. And I drew... God, that's so disgusting, bro. Okay. And I only play one Jirachi. Man, dude, that... It's just so sad, man. It's so sad, bro. I did exactly the right thing, bro. I should have pulled up the deck list before I made the play. I had the deck, like I have Limitless pulled up right here, but I didn't see the icons with Absol and Oricorio, so I didn't click any of the decks to look, and I still don't see them. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, damn, dude, it's like the deck just didn't even do anything this weekend, bro. And here I am just getting shit on. Golly, dude. Ugh. There's no way that you actually do what you're about to do, opponent. There's no way. I have one card, bro. How do you even... I hope I draw another one, dude. It's okay. I hope I draw another one. It's completely cool. I'm gonna draw another one. I'm gonna draw the other one. It's alright. It's alright. Next draw phase. Cyrus, bro. Next draw phase. God, dude, that's so lucky. I mean, it's just insane, bro. And you research after you retreat and do all of your moves instead of seeing your entirety of your hand and making a correct play and potentially changing your line. I mean, just please, game, just let me make some things right in this universe. I can't do much, but let me just make some things right. The last card in my deck is a Cyrus, bro. At least that's good though, because that means I can't discard it. So like if they pivot into Absol right here, which I don't know why they would, because they would just lose, but right, like there's no way that they can like discard my. So we should be okay. Yeah, I still think we're good. I mean, if I don't draw the Cyrus, I mean, it's one card. It could be at the bottom of my deck again. That would be 2 times in a row that Cyrus is at the bottom of my deck, like consecutively. Oh my god. I only play one Cyrus. And that was the Cyrus. Oh my god. So I should have repelled last turn. Oh my god. I don't know my deck. And because I don't know my deck, it's gonna beat me. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, that's on me. That's legitimately just my fault. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe I don't know my deck. That's so embarrassing. Man. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, dude. I don't know my own deck. I mean, that's just me, right? Because like I'm still thinking of my previous deck list where I'm playing double Cyrus, and so when they discard the Cyrus, I'm thinking, oh, dude, it's okay, I have another one. But no, dude, that's my only one. Oh my god, that was so unlucky, bro. Okay, now I know. I don't think red is necessary. It's kind of the other thing that, like, I've learned too with Altaria, right? Like, why am I playing red? I think it just needs to be another Chingling or another Indeedity or like another Jirachi. I made 2 just really bad plays in that game, man. Like, I'm definitely making plays that are not good. So, if we make plays that are better, and we kind of tune the deck a little bit more, we should be on the right track. I think we're on the right track. I think. I like the way the 20 is head. I like the direction. I feel like this hand says, hope you draw some cards that you can empty your hand on, right? Like, otherwise this hand is not looking very good. Yeah, this hand is looking like butt. I am gonna lose. Like, I can't make my hand smaller. I can't make my hand, like, I can't get more active Pokemon. I mean, like, this is bad, man. This is bad. Like, this, I have to read the research here, because if I draw items that are dead, I'm just even more dead. Okay. I mean, if I put this down, it's just food for Jirachi, dude. Like, I'm just dead, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just see your opening hand, and you just like, shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just dead, dude. I just never win this game, man. Like, and I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I was, even if I end on 5 cards, it's the same situation. Like, that's the thing. It is just a brick, dude. It's like can I take a mulligan? Yeah. Scoop. That's your mulligan, bro. Alright. Oh. But, I mean, there's just no way that I'm ever winning that game, dude. Okay. Okay. I mean, all right. You know, there's a lot of questions that I have about what's the optimal place for that giant cape. And my line of thinking was, it's the active attacker that presents, like, the most value that I can get out of the card, right? So, like, what I mean by that is, if they attack my Jirachi for 20 damage right here, I'm already getting value out of the cape. Whereas I might not have gotten any value out of the cape if it was put on my Altaria in the mid to late game. So, like, I have no idea how to, like, predict that, because I guess I should think about the breakpoints for Altaria to, like, accurately judge that. But I mean, and it, make no mistake, it is going to be wasted, because they're just going to flame patch me, right? Like, they're just going to flame patch and attach to Inte and knock out my Jirachi. So... well... maybe not. Yeah, dude, that was huge. Wow. Yeah. That was disgusting. I guess the other I was going into Qingling, stalling. Dees. I am a beginner. It's my first game. Which is not a lie. Pokemon is my first game. It's got to be copycat. It can't be research. Because I have to end on fewer cards, but a better setup, right? That's exactly why you do that. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And I can even save the cape. That's fantastic. I mean, that's... what I just did is a billion million times better than using Professor Research and passing. Like, I know everybody watching knows that, but man, dude, that's just like the levels of gameplay by doing that compared to just leaving yourself vulnerable to a copycat. Just, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude, that's so huge. And like, ultimately, it may not even matter because it looks like they're going to get everything they need. Doesn't look like I'm gonna really do anything to disrupt it outside of put this cape down and just pray, really, you know? Like, I'm in pretty rough shape right here. Pretty rough shape. Yeah, they just have like every card too, unfortunately. Apparently, not every card. So... here we go. God, I wish I had a copycat for next turn. Okay. I think that's the best I could do. I ended on the fewest cards that I could. I dealt my knockout, and now all I have to do is KO this Inte. And I have Cyrus already. So... Oh my god, I wasn't thinking, and I just attached to the wrong Pokemon. I think I just lost because of that too. Oops. Yeah, I did, huh? Alright, my bad. Damn. Yeah, so I put the energy on the Jirachi, and I pinged the Entei. I'm still like an energy behind though. So I actually think I had to put the energy on the Altaria. Yeah, it has to be Altaria against Blaziken. So yeah, I just threw. Yeah, dude, my finger just slipped. Okay. Like I was thinking like two things at once. All right, give me a second. I gotta check if I have any like bets to place before Monday Night Football. And then somebody told me about NBA tonight. I'm just like double checking. Dude, I'm hungry. I am hungry. Oh, I got the boost already. Okay, nice. Boost me up, bruh. Boost me up, bruh. You ever get those goosebumps like every time they come around? Okay, King of the Court is tomorrow, yeah? Yeah, it's totally for tomorrow. Okay. Dude, King of the Court is dope. Okay. Word. So we're Gucci. Damn, I don't have any free bets or nothing, bro. What? No pick 6 credits? What is this, bro? What is this? I feel like this is a meme where you're getting like sports betting commercials in the middle of like real life where you're just trying to live, you know? That's how pervasive sports betting is now. Anyways. Alright. Well, let me use the bathroom, El Baño, and we'll jam a few more games. I might. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna play like I think I'm gonna play another deck. Like I think we're gonna cook something real quick. Just cause like I wanna play something like I wanna play something that gives me a little bit of nostalgia. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some fun right here. And we're gonna play a deck that is gonna lose a lot of games. Just to be real. Okay? You ready? Are you ready? It's like a real question, though. It's not rhetorical. I don't know if I have all the cards. How bad is this card? Like, knowing what babies do, how bad is this card? You know what I'm saying? Like, gee. Not only do you cost an energy to attack, you're also cheating. Like, oh my god. My audio was messed up. Back to our roots. Back to the beginning. New deck number 1. Here we go. Grip it and rip it. Pause, bro. All right, we need some bangers. We need some bangers. I love you, Amy. I really do. I hope you know that. R.I.P. Amy. I love you. But we need some bangers. All right. I'm coming at your face. Whoa. You know what? I'm just gonna like stop saying stuff. I'm here to knock you out, punch you in your face, make you look like a disgrace in this place. I don't care about your race. Please get out my face. I just played my ace. Dude, I forgot to... I thought it was weak to fighting. So I was supposed to Giovanni there? My bad. No, I'm setting them up because now they're going to attach to the bench and not evolve. Check this out. Okay, I lied. I completely fabricated everything I just said. Nothing of nothing of what I said is coming true. And in fact, Espeon is very capable of sweeping me right now. Dude, are the Eevees about to just sweep me right here? I don't think I can beat Eevee. And I was just talking about these damn bags, bro. That's so funny. That's so funny. Don't be the shaman. I mean, I just Giovanni, right? Dude, they just healed all the damage I did to them turn 1 in one swap and with 2 cards. And they just heal every turn. And they keep drawing cards. What is what, are we playing the same game? Are we Is this what? Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, we did it. We made it. That's it. That's all. I would play Marvel Snap, but like
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go play some Marvel Snap and chill. Aight? Aight. Peace.